שלום אהובים, מה שלומכם? היום יום ראשון, ה-16 ליוני 2024, אני רקפת אריה בקה מוזס, מנהיגה רוחנית, ואנחנו פה עם המסר השבועי כמו בכל יום ראשון, אבל יום ראשון הזה הוא קצת שונה, כי היום אנחנו מתחילים את האתגר שלנו, 5 ימים לאתגר קפיצת גדילה. אם עדיין לא נרשמתם, אתם מוזמנים להצטרף. אנחנו התחלנו היום בבוקר, ב-7 בבוקר, עלה הסרטון הראשון, וכל יום ב-7 בבוקר עולה סרטון, עם התהליך שאנחנו עושים ביום הזה, עם השאלונים, עם מדיטציות, ואנחנו מתחילים, יצאנו לדרך היום, אפשר להצטרף עדיין, אני אשים לכם את הלינק כאן. זה הולך להיות אתגר מאוד 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 עוצמתי, עם הרבה מאוד כלים פרקטיים, אז אני מחכה לכם שם. מה עוד קורה בזמן הזה? יש לנו בסוף החודש ב-30/6 סדנת חיבור למדריך הרוחני. למי שעדיין לא היה ורוצה ככה להבין את המסרים מהמדריכים שלו, אז אני ממליצה לכם להגיע לסדנה, כי שמתי שם הרבה מאוד כלים שמאפשרים לזהות את המסרים. יום רביעי כמובן יש לנו את זום חדשות המלאכים יחד איתי, כמו בכל שבוע, חצי שעה, שאנחנו מדברים ומבינים את המשמעויות האמיתיות, העמוקות, כי יש כל כך הרבה של המסרים. לפעמים נדמה לנו שראינו את המסר והבנו, ואז אנחנו מגיעים לחדשות המלאכים ומגלים שהיה שם עוד הרבה דברים מתחת שהם חשובים לא פחות. אז אלו הדברים החשובים שקורים כרגע. אתם מוזמנים כמובן להצטרף אלינו, אני אשים לכם את הלינקים להכל פה בפוסט. ועכשיו בואו נלך לראות את המסר שלנו לשבוע הזה. אוקיי. I, Rekefet, demand to receive the message from a high and reliable source in a way that is not ambiguous to me and to everyone that will watch the message now and in the future, and then the message will work for our highest benefit. Thank you. I see families, parents with kids walking in. Not just one, I see more and more walking in. 5, 6, 7 families. But they're walking into the room holding hands. Each family is holding hands. And they're standing in circles. Each family has its own circle, holding hands. And they're looking at each other and they're smiling. We are looking at each other and smiling because we see the love in our eyes, the caring, the willing to be a family, to solve everything. Last week, the feminine energy came to you and asked you to remember that when you're in a conflict, you wish to solve it like a little child just wants his parents to be together. We are here today. You see us together, standing in circles, each family holding hands, so you can see it. So you can feel it, the desire, the wish of the heart to really be complete together, all of you, like a family. We are here today to take you to the next step of solving conflicts. So many times, when you're in a conflict with a person, you're trying to explain why you're right, why you are important to the other person. Sometimes you feel in your heart that the other person don't see you, don't see your needs, don't know your value, don't feel that you're important to him, to her. We are here to ask you that before you talk to the other person and tell him or her that they need to see you, we wish for you to see yourself. You remember, we told you to write down why you love the other person, why the other person is important in your life, and why you value him. So we wish for you to add a few more questions. Why you love yourself? What is your value to the relationship? Why you are important? We don't need for you to tell that to the other person. We need for you to feel it in your heart when you speak to the other person. So he will know, she will know, that you already know and believe that you are important. You see, a lot of people walk into a relationship, especially a couple relationship, lovers, with the feeling that the other person needs to be the person that completes them. They feel that they are not complete, that they are not whole. They feel that they are just a half and they need to find their other half. A lot of people even talk this way. I'm looking for my other half. But you see, if you're not one, complete, whole, when you're looking for the other person to complete you, to be your other half, you're putting a lot of stress on the other person. All the energy, instead of being complete by yourself, being whole, being peace with yourself, all the energy is going to waste because the other person needs to give you what you actually need to give to yourself. You're waiting for the other person to show you that you are important, to show you that your value, to show you that you look good, to show you that you should feel good about yourself. You're putting a lot of energy in what the other person should do for you to feel whole. Now we are asking you, change that, please, especially if you're in a conflict, change that. You need to look at yourself even before you walk into a relationship and see yourself with all your values. Know what you're worth. Know your values. Know your principles. Know your boundaries. Know that you are smart. Love yourself. That you are beautiful just the way you are. What you are bringing into the relationship. Write down all those things. And before you go to speak to the other person, remind yourself it's not their responsibility to love yourself. No, it's their responsibility to love them. They are not responsible for you loving yourself. No, we'll say that again. They are not responsible for your love for yourself. You are. They are responsible for their own love. We are asking you now to remember that, because when you're in a conflict, you're putting a lot of energy, a lot of stress on the other person, asking them to complete you. And we are asking you, no, complete yourself. Feel complete by yourself, feel whole by yourself, and then talk to the other person because he is important to you in your life, because he adds more value to your life, but he is not responsible for your value. You see, when you feel complete, if the other person tells you something about yourself, if the other person tells you that you are not looking good enough, you're not a good person, you will know that it's something that the other person is saying because he feels that about himself and not because he feels that about you. You are responsible for yourself, for loving yourself, for knowing your own value. If the other person is telling you something that hurts you, that means that you are not feeling good about that thing. Otherwise, you would feel that it's not true, that it belonged to him or her. We wish for you to write down those questions that we've told you now and add them and ask yourself that before you walk into the room and tell the other person the things that you want to tell them about a conflict. So when you write down why you love the other person, why the other person is important to you, what you value in him, write the same things about yourself and know that whatever the other person will tell you, if you will be hurt by that, it means that you believe it about yourself. Otherwise, you wouldn't care. We are here holding hands, families, looking at each other's eyes and sending the values, what we value in the other person, what we appreciate, what we love, so that each one of the family members can feel our love. But more than that they will know what to cherish about themselves, that they will know what they're worth, to help them feel complete, not because I am telling you who you are, because sometimes we need to hear that, so we will remind ourselves. We wish you, all of you, to know your value, to love yourself truly, to see the importance that you have in relationship, to know your part. We wish for you to find your inner peace, not because another person is telling you who you are, because you know who you are and what you're worth. Love yourself more, appreciate yourself more, and great things will happen. A lot of conflicts will resolve themselves without any need to talk. We wish you love. Thank you. Thank you. I don't want to open my eyes because I keep seeing them smiling. It makes me feel so calm. Thank you. Thank you. Please share this message on, and I'll see you again next week.